Hey guys, it's Griff of the Four Horsemen bringing you a new deck profile. Well, technically not new, but this is update from Synchrons to Dark Synchro. As you know, the ban list really screwed over Synchro players by the banning of Levelier and Goku. So I've been testing this deck a lot, and I've been I've gotten some ideas from EO37 Wolf. Shouts to him. And yeah, so this deck's been working really well as long as it's not stopped. So let's get into this.
Alright, let's do it.
As always, main deck first, and I will also be going over the side deck because I feel it's important to go over the side deck for this. So starting us off with Synchrons, 2 Junk Synchron, 1 Jet.
So why just 2 Junk Synchron?
You run 2 because it can be bricky. You don't want to draw it
like in multiples?
Yeah. You want to see it at 1-ups, and you also have tuning, which always searches it. And the 1 Jet, because you can actually probably bump this up to 2. I might do that. I haven't decided yet. You can test it.
Yeah.
But you want this for Excel Synchron, and you rarely actually use it for the graveyard effect.
I was about to say, it's searchable with Excel Synchron, so that makes it pretty good.
Yeah, so you just send it, and that goes off your combo.
Yeah.
I will not be showing the combo in this video, because it's a long combo. I will show that in a separate video. But just 2 and 1, it's been working, but you could probably bump the Jet to 2 if you want.
Dope.
Next up, one of the hearts and soul of the deck, 3 Doppel.
Nice.
This card has always been important. You always want to use this, but now it's even more important. So, just not much to say. You bring it with Isolde, you just summon it, and it's just really good. So 3 Doppel. The new level leader of the deck, 3 Destrudo.
So why 3 Destrudo? Do you run the Armageddon Knights too?
Yes, you run the Armageddon Knights, and you run 2 or 3 Dark Grepper. You want to see this. You want to see Destrudo as much as possible because of 2 reasons. One, it's your entire combo starter. You can allure it, so you want to see this as much as possible, so you can allure it, so you can summon it. Also, it's not a hard once per turn. So if you have 2 Destrudo, you can activate both of them because it's not a hard once per turn. So really good card. I have grown to love this card. The life points you have to be careful of, but I mean they can't kill you if they're already dead. So yeah.
Yeah.
3 Destrudo.
Because life points don't matter in this format.
Next up,
unless you're facing Trickstar, then you're kind of screwed.
3 Malicious.
Damn, those Malicious are. I don't know. Can you tell that they're secret?
Yes, they're pretty.
Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful.
You run 3 Malicious because you really need 3 of them.
It's Dark Synchro, like it's broken.
You need 3 of them.
Helps make a Soul Day.
Yeah, it helps make Soul Day. Helps you go into Deco Talker. So just overall amazing card.
Dope.
You don't want to draw it, but you have cards to deal with it.
Yeah, like discard fodder and stuff.
Yeah, like Greffer and stuff.
Another alert target too.
True. Next up for your level 4 Darks. You go into 2 Dark Grepper and 3 Armageddon Knight. I know the 3 separate rarities is probably going to trigger someone, but...
That's so bad. That's so bad.
Yes, we got the Super, the Rare, and the Common. And then the Common Dark Grepper. So, you run 3 and 2. 3 Armageddon Knight because you want to see this card.
Right.
If Reinforcement of the Army was at 3, that would help this deck tremendously.
Would you say that this is the best normal summon of the deck?
This and Dark Grepper, yes.
This and Dark Grepper?
Typically, you want a special summon Dark Grepper if you have Malicious in your hand.
I was about to say, that's really good for having Malicious.
So then you don't have to use your normal summon, but we have ways of dealing with multiple normal summons, you'll see in a bit. So Armageddon Knight, you want to see one or the other. Because whichever one you don't see, you use for Soul Day as Jet Synchron fodder.
Makes sense.
So they both have their merits. I run 2 Dark Grepper because I don't want to see it as much than Armageddon Knight, but you can definitely run 3 of it if you want. So that's it for the level 4s. Next on to one of the other engines I run, the Damage Juggler and 2 Hat Tricker.
How's this working out for you?
So this would probably be better if Damage Juggler was at 2, honestly. This helps you not die if you don't kill them with Destrudo and
that massive
Quasar.
Karibo.
Yeah, so these help you. Hat Tricker and Synchron Resonator, which I'll show you in a bit. This is what you use when you can't get that second normal summon with the Junk Synchron to go into your level 5. This helps to make your Quasar, and Damage Juggler searches it.
Question: why no Tricklon?
You don't run Brilliant Fusion in this deck, and without Brilliant Fusion, Tricklon is really bricky. You don't want to draw that card at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah. You don't run Brilliant Fusion in this deck, so You don't want that Trick Clown, so...
That's because you run a better Brilliant Fusion,
Yeah.
right?
I run the probably more budget version.
Yeah.
So if I would say real quick, if Damage Ogre was at more than one, I would be running like 2 of it instantly.
Yeah, this card's gonna come back.
You really only need 1 to hat trick. I only run 2 because Damage Ogre is at 1. So.
Yeah.
All right, and then the said budget Brilliant Engine.
The Brilliant Engine, the better Brilliant Engine for this deck, honestly.
Yes, the Symphonic Engine. You want this more than the Brilliant Engine because it is less bricky. Because with the Brilliant Engine, this deck you want to minimize as many brick cards as possible. If you draw a Garnet or the other Brilliant Engines, you do not want to do that.
Yeah, especially because Mike's. I did eventually find out that if you remove Mike's from the field, even with the effect is activated, you can still get the normal summon. You still get the normal summon even if he leaves the field.
Yes. I actually thought that originally, so that's good.
Even if you don't do the extra normal summon and you remove Mike's from the field, you can still get the extra summon. So that's what's way more awesome about Mike's.
I did not know that, so that's good to know. You learn something new every day.
Plus, again, like, because the card, it discards, right?
Yes. So you discard a card, and then it'll just summon the Mike's.
Nice.
And now you'll only be able to use this once per turn, but if this is sent to the graveyard, you can just summon a guitar.
Yeah.
And get it back, so it's really good. Plus, if nothing else, it's still a 1 to 7 pendulum scale.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. So definitely these. I'm actually probably going to test these more often in all my other decks besides the Brilliant Engine because it's just a lot less bricky. It's a lot less cards you have to run.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
And then the last 2 monsters, 2 Synchron Resonator.
So why Synchron Resonator? Is this an extender?
This is basically, after you get your main combo over, this is how you get your second level 5. This and the Hat Tricker.
Okay.
So, also, if nothing else, it's a Lore Father. So...
Oh, that's right, it's dark.
Yes, it's dark. And it can be summoned from the hand if you control Synchrons, which is really good. I don't use it a whole lot. I typically want to go for the Junk Synchron and the Doppelwary because I can get more cards. But it's still a good card. It helps with the Hat Tricker. So overall, really good.
Dope.
And I do not run Glow Bulb in 1-for-1 because in this version of the deck, Glow Bulb isn't really useful because you can't get in the graveyard.
So this is 1-for-1 wouldn't be as good because there's not as many.
If 1-for-1 was at 3, you would be running the Glow Bulb. But in this build, you don't want to run the Glow Bulb.
Yeah.
You can run it if you want, but that's it for the monsters. Now on to the spells.
On the green cards.
3 tuning. Not much to say about this card. It searches your Junk Synchron.
How many good mills have you had with this card generally? Do you generally get a good mill?
Depending on my day. You can mill really, really terrible with this, but I mean you can do that with any card that says mill.
That's also true.
So, but I have gone such clutch with this. I have milled a Malicious to the grave by activating this. I milled a Destrudo. It can help get that one card you need in the graveyard to help your play.
Yeah.
Or it can screw you over. But it's still a fantastic card, and I still love it.
Yeah, searches out those junk Synchrons.
And the Jet, though you don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't really want to search that.
But you mainly use it for the junk.
Unless you're desperate for some reason.
Yes. And then next up, Allure. It's Allure.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Draw 2.
Allure Darkness is amazing. I would run 5 of them if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Allure Darkness. Next up for your quick spells for your Isolate, you run 1 DDR, 1 Megamorph, and 1 Atomic Action Unit.
Oh, dude, this is so good when you allure a dark target.
This can get you back your Jet Synchron or anything else, really. A Megamorph on Quasar is hilarious. It's just a 1
make it 8,
plus
like
it's a
1600 damage.
It's a ultra rare, so that's always nice. And this can literally be anything else.
Yeah, this literally.
This is just the only other non-bad equipped spell card I had on hand.
This is like the other Monster Reborn.
Yeah, and I have seen builds where they run 3 DDR and 1 equip. I don't agree with that because if you draw that 1 equip, you are screwed.
As well as having like 3 DDR, even running 2 DDR, if you draw more than 1 DDR, that's like Brick City.
So you rarely actually open up 2 equipped spell cards in your hand. So you want to run 3 different. 3 I feel is the perfect number for these. You want to run 1 different one for each, because that way if you draw 1, you have 2 other different ones in your grave. So you never have 1 brick. Like all of these have their applications in your hand.
Right.
This one's probably the least useful.
No matter like which 2 you send for Doppel, yeah.
Yeah, so all of these have applications if you draw them. This one's probably the least useful, but these 2 have won me games if I have them in my hand and I just send the other 2. So.
Yeah.
These are good. You want to run 3 or more than 1 because I can get quality.
Also, that Ultra Megamorph is beautiful.
Yes. Now, on to the 1-ups. We run 1 Reinforcement in the Army because it's Reinforcement in the Army.
Right.
1 Foolish just for that extra sent to the graveyard because that can come in clutch.
Yep.
1 Regeki because it's Regeki.
Because it's Regeki.
This could be an Upstart Goblin if you wish. I just run Regeki because there are times when I want to get rid of my punch.
Now I know a lot of people, along with like Monster Reborn and stuff, they side deck the Raigeki. So why have you made Raigeki? Is that because you need that like extra security?
Yeah, you want that if they have a lot of floodgate monsters, like a Vanity's Fiend will screw you over. So you want to have that one card in your hand to summon it,
right?
To get rid of them. You can side deck Raigeki if you want. I just personally like having it in my deck because most of the time I want to see it in my hand.
Right.
So because also if you Quasar in the field, just Raigeki their field, and that's an instant OTK.
Okay.
And then the last two are Monster Reborn and Soul Charge.
There we go.
You want these two in your deck?
Soul Charge is so much better.
Soul Charge is their card. I have argued this for a while. Soul Charge is amazing in this deck.
This is like if you draw this card, you're winning the duel. You're basically winning the duel.
This is an instant Quasar. They stopped you from Quasar either. I'm looking at you, King Dice. And Monster Reborn because it's Monster Reborn.
Yeah, Monster Reborn.
And I will play this card until it's banned again.
I mean, especially in this deck, especially for this deck,
you want the summons as much as possible.
Exactly, because most people decide to side it out, especially because they think it's better going second. But for this deck, because you have so many monsters in the grave, Monster Reborn is a lot better.
And also, it can help you get that one piece you need in order to get your play going.
Right.
So, that's it for the deck. 40 cards straight. It's tough getting at 40, but
it's tight deck.
And then on to the extra deck first, and I'll do side deck after.
See that thick deck.
So first off, you run one Shin Quasar Dragon.
Always better. This is better than all the different version reprints.
Definitely better than Cypher. Blazar you can run, but I prefer Quasar because I want to kill my opponent instead of just sitting there.
Yeah.
But you can run Blazar if you want.
Double
Blazar
attack
is good.
Double attack is nice.
Quasar, I've always loved this card. I will play this card until the day I die, or
Yeah.
until they literally ban every single card that prevents this card from being summoned. So I will definitely one Quasar. You don't run more than one because you cannot summon another one. But you run one. This is a Tech Carmine Strange Star Dragon. So I have taken this card off for the longest time, but I put this back in now because now Quasar's negate effect isn't as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
So if they've managed to get over your Quasar, you have this thing summoned
on
the field
with another negate.
With another negate, battle negate. Just overall, it's just another body on field, and it's a pretty big body.
Yeah.
If they can get over this, then if they get over your Quasar, you typically lose anyway. But if they get over this plus your Quasar, that's just game.
Yeah.
So this gets you the last ditch hope of living. One Trish, because it's Trish.
It's Trish.
And Trish is amazing. Quasar plus Trishula is hilarious.
I'm sure you've done with Soul Charge.
Yes, I've done without Soul Charge.
You've done without Soul Charge?
Yes, it is hilarious, and my opponents have not liked it.
Oh, dude, you gotta try and show us that combo in a later video.
It's not really a combo, it's just whatever cards in the hand.
If you manage to draw it.
One Crystal Wing and one Beals. These are tech cards. Crystal Wing, I've always loved this card.
These are like bore load counters?
Yeah. Crystal Wing, Borload counter, and it's Crystal Wing. It's amazing.
Well, Crystal Wing deals with Borload. Beals can't handle Borload.
Yeah, Beals. This can probably beat anything else you want. I just love Beals.
This is really good against the Trickstar matchup.
This is good against Trickstar because they can't get over it.
No, they got nothing. Unless they kaiju it.
Yeah, they can't get over it. This screws over True Dracos as well.
Yeah.
Because Masterpiece is like,
Master Penis can't do that.
I like that. That's what we mean now.
Hey, that's a shout out to Team King of Games. He created that name.
Yes, they can't get over Master Penis.
Master Penis.
Dang, I'm gonna have that in my head now. So Beals, I've always loved this card. If I can get my hands on a secret rare, I will love that because I like the secret gold rare, but the secret rare looks clean. So you want to run these two. You can take these out for something else. At the very least, you want to run the Crystal.
Oh yeah, definitely run the Crystal.
But Beals is optional. Next up are your level 7s, one Samurai Destroyer and one Black Rose.
Now, I convince you to run Samurai Destroyer.
This is actually, King Dice actually gave me an idea for this, because when this is destroyed, you can get your Excel Synchron, you can get your Formula Synchron back. It's just overall amazing.
Yeah, gets that machine.
You don't go into it a whole lot, but
it's like a larger attack Armades, too, right? Because it's got that battle effect. Because your opponent can't activate.
Yes, so it's a bigger Armades. So
yeah.
You don't go into a whole lot, but when you do, it's good. Black Rose, it's Black Rose.
Like best, Destrudo board wipe.
When we get Needle Fiber, this will be even funnier.
This is gonna be so great.
Because you Black Rose on their turn, which is funny.
It's so good. So good.
Black Rose, you want to run it. You can take it out if you want. I still run it. So it's for level 7s. The level 6, just one Charge Warrior for the extra draw. Just good. It can go into Crystal Wing if you can't get into your Quasar.
Unless I virus you, in which case your draws mean nothing to me. But that's only for Cosmo Virus. It's full force virus.
If you've seen some of our duels, you know how salty I am. But one Charge. Next up for level 5s, one Librarian, one Excel, one Samsara, and one Armades. So Librarian, it's a Librarian. It's a Synchro deck. You summon a Librarian.
Makes sense.
You don't need two of them. You can run 2 if you want. You really don't need it. Excel Synchron, this is your combo starter. This gets you ready for your plays. Also, you can summon it with a Samurai Destroyer, as previously said, which is funny. Samsara is a card I actually... So this was originally Jet Warrior, but I decided to cut Jet Warrior for this because I found you don't summon Jet Warrior, like, at all. Because your Jet Synchro is typically banished to get your formula. So I found this is a better card because it's generic. Also, you
also
can...
Monster Reborns, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a Monster Reborn if they destroy it, so you can bring it back with, like, a Monster Reborn. And then just get another monster out, or it's just a good level 5 you can just use.
Yeah.
Same with Armades. This is probably like the one you can cut for another level 5 if you wish. Probably a Junk Warrior maybe. But I like it.
Armades is good against Paleo.
It's good against Paleo. It's also generic.
Yeah.
Generic. So,
generic level 5.
These are gonna be your level 5s. This is the good amount you want to run. You don't want to run more or less than this. You want to run 5.
Gotcha.
That's level 5s. The last synchro, one formula. Cut this down to from 2 to 1 because you don't see it as much time, but you still want to summon it.
Needle Fiber pretty much acts as another formula
when that comes out. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, when that comes out.
And for your 2 Link monsters, your 1 Isolde and your 1 Deco Talker.
So, since we were talking about Crystal Needle Fiber, what card do you think you would cut for...
Needle Fiber?
Yeah, for Needle
Probably
Fiber.
the Deco Talker.
Really? You would cut the Deco Talker?
Because you can use Needle Fiber to... You can use Isolde go into Needle Fiber as long as you have a tuner.
You can also... I mean, you could also, just like as an idea, you can make... get rid of like one of the extra level 5s just in case, just to see.
You could probably cut the Armades for the Needle Fiber.
Yeah, because you run the Samurai Destroyer.
Yeah, I would have to test. I don't know if I'd even run Needle Fiber in this current build.
Yeah.
But I mean, you want to test. You want to see how it works. You want to see what you can work with. So that will definitely require testing.
Yeah.
But you can definitely probably find room for 1 Needle Fiber.
Yeah.
So, but Isolde, you run because this card is your starting play. This gets you through all your combos. It's just amazing. This gets your Doppel Warrior. This just gets a warrior that you just pitch.
Nice.
Also, fun fact, this can search out Black Luster Soldier if you want to run that.
Yeah.
So.
Because BLS is at 3 now.
Yes, and it's hilarious. And
at least at the time of recording this video.
Yes. If it goes
best extra deck card, right there.
Yes,
tokens. Oh my god.
Now for the side deck, this is personal preference, but I'm currently running the Kaiju Engine of Kamungus plus that, plus the Slumber, the 2 Chaos Hunter, the 2 Twin Twister, personal favorite card of mine, 2 Prohibition.
Prohibition, too
Dark
good.
Hole.
People sleep on that. People don't know it exists half the
actually
time.
got a Rada that actually didn't make it worse, but it changed the way you play it.
So these are all like you're going second. Well, like this is going first, but like all these are like going second.
And then plus the Mistake and the Master Restrict. So
those are going first.
The Prohibition, the Mistake, and the Master Restrict are going first. The rest of these are going second. Actually, this can be either or. Chaos Hunter can be both.
Yeah, about to say Mistake is good for Trickstar. Master Restrict is for like 2 Draco.
Because after your initial play is done, Mistake is just amazing.
Yeah, because you don't need to search anymore. Pretty much.
No, you don't need to search at all after that. In fact, the only searcher you have is tuning.
Yeah.
So once you activate your tuning, you're good.
Yeah.
So Master Restrict for that 2 Draco and the Monarchs. Dark Hole, this can be anything. I just have a Dark Hole in here because.
Now since we also have T King back at full power, what do you think about T King instead of Mistake? What would you tell the audience about like running this
That'd be
over
personal
Mistake?
preference, honestly. I don't like Thunder King in this deck, specifically this deck, because you need your normal summon. Your normal summon is really important.
Yeah, because you're not always going to draw that extra summon from Symphonic.
Draw that Symphonic, and so you need that normal summon.
Okay.
So that's probably the biggest weakness of this deck.
Okay.
But so Thunder King is good in other decks. It's not good in this one. Chaos Hunter, this screws over Trickstars, which I love because Trickstars.
Yeah, Chaos Hunter is too good.
Twin Twister, back row, Kaiju Engine because it's Kaiju Engine. So
like these are good against like Pendulum. This is all good against Pendulum.
This is another board wipe. These are just getting rid of problematic cards.
Yeah.
Quasar can get rid of all of these.
Yeah.
So even if you have to give them this, that does not matter.
Yeah.
And then Prohibition is good against literally everything, in my opinion, because so long as you know what your matchup is.
Yeah, tell people who don't know what Prohibition does real quick what it does.
So for this card, you declare 1 card name, and then your opponent cannot activate or summon that card name at all until the Prohibition is gone. So for example, against the Trickstars, you can call Reincarnation and Lilybell or Lycoris, and they'll basically not be able to play their
You could probably honestly like just call the Candina and then just like call it game, because then they would have to like hard draw the Reincarnation.
And you don't even need to do this to a couple of decks. You can use this to prevent cards from hurting you. you can activate this and call Ash Blossom.
And then you can, and now you're totally safe from like
so
hand
you're
traps.
totally safe from Ash Blossom. So you can use this offensively or defensively. Just give it
Against Spiral, Call Resort or something like that. Like
call
too good.
Resort, call Super Agent.
Come on, say call Super Agent too. Like
double Helix.
yes. Oh my god, yeah. Double
So,
Helix would definitely stop them.
Yeah, and then for example against Blue Eyes, call Blue Eyes.
Yeah, pretty much Blue Eyes White Dragon, and they're just
or
go
Dark Magician, call Dark Magician. They can't play. So that's it for the deck.
Nice, awesome.
Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and be sure to check out our other deck profiles and other videos. And I'll see you guys later. So this has been Griff with the 4 Horsemen.